G'day folks, welcome back to Shotgun Versus. This is the first video in a second series that I'm going to be doing called the analysis videos, where I take a closer look at one of my past targets. I show some close-ups of the target. I show the specific effects, and we go into detail about why the birdshot had the effect that it did, whether it pierced it or not. And today's video is going to be on one of my more recent videos, the pumpkin. Now, obviously, I don't have the pumpkin with me to go into detail with, so you won't see any close-up shots of that, I'm afraid. But I did want to say why I think what happened actually happened. As I mentioned in my video, I used more explosives in that pumpkin than I've ever used before. Now these explosives are small, but they pack a really good pop, as you've seen with the monitor, with the PC tower. So these things are not light. So I was expecting the force of the explosion to, blow the pumpkin to smithereens, and it didn't. And it took me a little while to figure out why. If you go back and watch that video, you'll notice that we basically turned the pumpkin into a kind of a torch, and there's flames and smoke spewing out the top. Well, what didn't occur to me, and the reason I'm going to want to revisit this, is the way I had the pumpkin sitting, the hole I cut in the top, like the piece that you take out of the top to make jack-o'-lanterns and things like that, well, that was still sitting on the top, but it wasn't secured by anything. So my theory, and I'll confirm this when I revisit the pumpkin, is that instead of blowing outwards, like it does with all my other targets, all of the explosive force just blew the top off the pumpkin, and then it all went out the top, leaving the rest of the pumpkin in one piece. That's my thinking. If you've got any theories, please, I'd love to hear them in the comments. But that's what I think happened there. That's why I think we didn't get the massive devastation explosion that I was hoping for. Which was both a shame and also very interesting, because I've never seen my explosives do that before. I've never had a target do that when I filled it full of tannerite. So very interesting result, but I think that's why. I think because I didn't contain the explosion properly, either by putting the pumpkin upside down or by taping down the top or something, that the explosive force simply took the path of least resistance and blew up the top. The birdshot did, however, go through the pumpkin. That's not a surprise to anybody. But that's my theory as to why it blew off the top. And we'll confirm that when I can afford to get that many explosives again and I can get a hold of another pumpkin, and we'll try it again. So that's the analysis of the pumpkin video. If you've got any theories, I would love to hear them. So please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of this video series concept, if you'd like to see more. I'm going to be doing a few more as part of this pilot, so you'll see me in the same shirt, even though it comes out every week. Yeah, we'll see if this is something that people like to see.